So the Michigan State Spartans haven't played for a national championship since 1965. They did make it to the college football playoffs one year, but we all know how that turned out.
Alabama bullying the Big Ten champions.
So in EA Sports College Football 25, I'm going to be taking over the Spartans, and hopefully I can lead them to glory. Also, if I can complete any of these challenges, I will be giving a $50 gift card to a random commenter in the comment section. And here we go with the start of this rebuild. As you can see in the past, some down years, but overall pretty dominant. Won the Big Ten in 2010, won it in 2013 and 2015. I believe that's the year they went to the CFP. Maybe it was 2014. No, I think it was 2015. But anyways, definitely had a down year last year. I'm not going to bore you guys too much with the recruiting aspect. As you can see, we do have some needs on offense. Looks like we have 11, I believe. Definitely in need of a quarterback. Definitely some offensive line. And if we check out defense, same thing. Definitely need some guys in some important spots. But we'll go ahead and try to get this filled over as the season goes on. But I'm not going to worry you guys too much with that. So I'm going to run through the schedule real quick. We got FAU, Maryland, FCS Midwest, Boston College, Ohio State, Oregon, Iowa, Michigan, Indiana, Illinois, Purdue, and Rutgers. Oh, and I forgot, this rebuild is going to be 5 years, so those challenges again, I'm planning on completing those all within the 5 years. So here we are with the depth chart. Aiden Childs is the starting quarterback, followed the coach from Oregon State, and Tommy Schuster as the backup, and then Alessio Milivojevic as the third string. I'm not sure how to say that name, but we'll see how that goes. At running back, we have Nate Carter and a couple of freshman backs who probably won't play much as long as Nate is healthy. Fullback, and then wide receivers, we got Foster, Alante Brown, Nick Marsh, Antonio Gates Jr., and then Jalen Smith and Austin Gaither. Tight end, we got Jack Velling, and then we got Brennan Parachek and Ty Neal Hopper, and then just some offensive lineman guys. Our offensive lineman looking kind of scrubbish. There's a good one, 88 overall. But yeah, a lot of guys in the mid 70s. Our offensive line is not looking great. FAU week 1, we're going to go ahead and sim this game. Shouldn't be too difficult. And we lost 24-18. That's pretty disappointing. Aiden Childs, 255 yards, went 25 for 35. No interceptions. Rushing the ball, wow, non-existent. Okay, receiving, okay, decent receiving yards. Just, I'm not sure what happened there. Well, after that loss, we are going to jump into this first game against Maryland. This is the opening of Big Ten play. Guys, just stick with me. This is my first time playing this game in 11 years, since NCAA 14. So my user is probably going to be pretty awful, but don't worry, we'll get it done. So we got the ball to start the game. It's going to be 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line. Man in motion, Childs. We're going to throw the drag to the tight end. Jack Velling jukes the guy, still going, gets brought down to about the 14-yard line. After that play, it's looking like we might score on this drive. We got a man in motion. Child's going to take the snap. Pocket collapsing. He's going to move up, and he's going to fumble the ball, giving it back to the defense, and he is injured. After that fumble, we would force Maryland to punt us the ball back, but now we're stuck on a 3rd and 2. We're going to switch up the play, switch it to the other side. Tommy Schuster is now in the game. He's going to be play action. And we're going to find Jack Velling open down the middle, and he's going to take it down. Looks like he's down at the 13-yard line. We'd be struggling to move the ball again. We're stuck on a 3rd and 11. We're going to pass it, and he's going to catch it, and he's going to be short of the first down, but I think we're going to be aggressive and go for it here. So now it's going to be 4th and 3 from the 5-yard line. Just making some final adjustments to the play. Make sure we can convert. Schuster's going to take the snap. Sees someone over the middle. He's going to pass it, but he's not going to hold on, so they won't convert. We would force Maryland to punt the ball away again, so now we are backed up 1st and 20 after a holding. Schuster takes the snap. He's going to pass it over the middle, but it's going to be intercepted by the defense. And our defense would be holding up, forcing another punt, but here we are on 3rd and 1, play action. We're going to pass it, and this one is going to be another interception, and this is going to be returned for a pick 6. With the first half winding down, we're still trying to get into the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10, man in motion, looking for someone, throws the pass, and it's going to be intercepted again, and this one is going back to the house too. That's 2 pick 6s this game. After the start of the second half, Maryland would score another field goal. Childs is back in, driving down the field. He's going to throw it to the tight end on a corner, and he's going to finally get in for the first points for MSU. Now in the 4th quarter, Maryland would be up another field goal. It's 3rd and 13. We're going to run the wide receiver reverse. Brown is going to take it, and he's going to get down to the 2-yard line. Very next play, 1st and goal. We're just going to hand it up to Nate Carter up the middle, and he's going to be in for the touchdown, and we are still in this game. Defense would hold strong again, and we'd be looking to score with only 5 seconds left in the game. So Childs is going to take the snap, and he needs to throw it up. He throws up a lob, but it is going to be incomplete, and that is the end of the game. Childs would end up going 10 for 15 with 158 yards and 1 touchdown. Tommy Schuster had 3 interceptions. And Jack Felling would end up leading in receptions with 8 for 127 yards. And then our tight end Parachek had 1 touchdown reception. We did lose that game, but Angela Gross would be National Defensive Player of the Week. We would sim the next game against FCS Midwest. And it looks like we actually lost 27-24. And when your starting quarterback throws 2 interceptions, I can see why we lost. And Nate Carter, only 54 yards on the ground. That's very disappointing. So now we're 0-3, and I'm just going to sim this game against Boston College. And we ended up losing that one, 24-10, and the one against Ohio State, 34-31. I'm also going to sim this one against Oregon because I don't see us doing much against the number 2 team in the country. But look at that, we would get a committed 3-star QB, Spencer Nitschke. And what do you know, we lost 45-34. Aiden Childs, wow, threw for 376 yards and 3 touchdowns. And I simmed the game against Iowa expecting to lose, but we actually won 23-17. Aiden Childs threw for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I'm actually going to sim this game against the Wolverines because they're 7-0 and the number 2 team in the country. Don't see much point playing it this season. So we are going to lose to the Wolverines only by 3 though. And looks like Alex Orji threw 3 interceptions. Childs didn't have any touchdowns, 239 yards. We didn't have any rushing touchdown. Oh, wow. So Alex Orji threw 3 pick 6s. That's what must have happened. And I am going to jump in this game against the Hoosiers because I didn't know it was a rivalry game, and we do have some recruits coming. So Indiana would score on their opening drive, and on our opening drive, we'd go for a field goal, and we miss it. So we'd hold Indiana to a field goal, and we'd be trying to end this drive with some points. So we're kicking the field goal, and it's up, and it is good, and looks like there was a flag on the play. Let's see what it looks like. It's roughed in the kicker, but you know what? We're just going to go ahead and take the points into the half. With the 3rd quarter winding down, still a 1-score game. Spartans trying to get some points. 3rd and 5. Child's going to find Brown on the corner, and it's caught. 4th quarter now, same drive, another 3rd and 5. Alante Brown is going to be in motion, and Childs is going to throw to him, and he's going to be in for the touchdown, and that should tie up this game. So Indiana is going to have the ball at the 34-yard line, 3rd and 9. It's going to be play action. He's going to pass it to the wide receiver. He's going to shake a tackle, another missed tackle, and he's just going to get the first down, keeping the drive alive. 2nd and 4 for the Indiana offense. It's going to be run right up the middle, and he's going to gash us for a big gain down at the 8-yard line. Quarterback coming to the line. It's going to be 1st and goal, and he's going to drop back, and he's going to see the out, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Spartans are down again. So now Sparty offense comes to the line. Childs is going to drop back, looking, finds Parachek, and he's going to take it, and he's going to be out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Next play, now gaining some confidence after that last play. Childs looking, he's going to find the tight end, and he takes it down for a first down. Still moving the ball effectively, 1st and 10 at the 38. Childs looking, he's going to find Nick Marsh on the drag, and he's going to be just short of the first down. So set back by a holding call, so it's 2nd and 12, trying to get some of those yards back. Childs, he's going to pass to Foster, and he's going to get it past the sticks, and he's going to get that first down, plus some more. Now 1st and 10 with 2.5 minutes to go in the 4th. Childs looking, he's going to find Marsh on the in route. He's going to get past the sticks, but he's going to fumble it, and the defense is going to pick it up, but I'm going to go ahead and challenge that. And as you can see here from the replay, Marsh was down before he lost possession of the ball, so that ball is coming back to Sparty. And very next play, we're going to hand it off to the left side. Nate Carter's going to take it up the field, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Spartans have a chance to tie it up again. And as you can see, Indiana's killed the clock effectively. They're just going to take this field goal on 4th and 2. And they will be up 20-17, and that is going to win them the game. And even though we lost that game, 4-star wide receiver Jimmy Isaac did decide to commit to our program. And we would end up losing to Illinois 21-10, and then we would drop it to Purdue 45-25. And because of our record at this point, we would sim this game, but we did have some recruits come for a visit. And in that visit was 2-star kicker Morris Daniels, 3-star running back Kevin Hoosman, and 3-star middle linebacker Jeremiah Peppers. So the Spartans ended up going 1-11 that season. And Cam Rising, the quarterback from Utah, is Heisman winner. And we only ended up handing out 12 scholarships with early signing day. So the ladder for us, or the ceiling, is pretty high because this season was pretty god-awful. I was expecting more, but what can you do? I got 4 more years. Season stats for Aiden Childs were pretty mediocre. 2,830 yards, 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Rushing-wise, Nate Carter, only 660 yards and 5 touchdowns. And then our leading receiver in terms of yards was the tight end with 660. It looks like Nick Marsh had the most touchdowns. And because of the mediocrity this season, a lot of people are transferring out, are starting tight end, starting quarterback. All in all, we had 30-some players leaving the program, and 15 of those were transfers. So, jumping into year 2, first game of the year, we're going to have Western Michigan, and then Houston, followed by a bye week, Boston College, UCLA, USC, Iowa, University of Indiana, another bye week. Then it looks like it's going to be Penn State, Michigan, Nebraska, Minnesota, and then finally Maryland. So looking at the depth chart, I got a little situation at quarterback. I have 2 redshirt freshmen and then a true freshman. The recruit that I picked up, Spencer Nitschke. I guess I'll play them both and see which one plays better. Starting this year at halfback will be Nate Carter, and then we do have a true freshman. Our wide receiver room, our best one is going to be Nick Marsh, and then Antonio Gates Jr. We still have Austin Gaither, and then the new guy, Jimmy Isaac. So I have my recruiting board all set up, and I'm going to sim this first game at Western Michigan. I'll keep you updated on recruits as we go along with this season. We are going to lose the first game, 38-24. Take a look at the stats. Alessio Milivojevic threw for 180 yards and 1 touchdown. He was 12 for 16. Rushing, Nick Carter went 21 for 84. And looks like Antonio Gates Jr. had 8 receptions for 142 yards and 1 touchdown. So looks like the defense just couldn't get a stop in that game. After a great start to the season, I'm going to go ahead and sim this game and hope for the best results. And we're also not going to win against Houston. We're going to lose 28-22. As far as stats go, Alessio, 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. When we take a look at the rushing stats, run game was non-existent. Receiving, we had Nick Marsh, 4 receptions, 159 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And the last game we're going to sim before jumping into Big Ten play will be Boston College. We are also going to lose that game 17-14. So Big Ten play for us is going to start in Week 5 against UCLA, who is 2-2, while we are 0-3. And so here we are at Spartan Stadium, hopefully to maybe get a win. I'm not expecting playoffs or anything this year, but just a win would be nice. So I am going to start the game with QB Milivojevic, but I might put in Spencer Nitschke at the beginning of the second half. So Bruins get the ball to start the game. This one's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's got a big gain, and then he's just going to steamroll over that defender and then just walk right into the end zone. After punting on our first drive, we would hold UCLA on their second. So here we're going to have 2nd and 10 at the 47, holding up in the pocket, pass to the tight end on the drag. He's going to shake a tackle, and then he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The very next play, we're going to be trying to switch it up a little bit. We're going to put the wide receiver in motion, and the jet sweep right to him. He's going to take it first down and some more, and he's going to take it all the way down to the 1-yard line. We would fail to get the ball in on our first attempt, but the second attempt, we're just going to run the toss to the left, and Nick Carter's going to take it in for the Michigan State touchdown. So Sparty defense would force a 3-and-out again, but now we are stuck. 3rd and 17. Alessio's going to drop back, and he's going to bomb it to Nick Marsh, and that's going to be a Michigan State touchdown. The Bruins are trying to score some points before the half. With 5 seconds left to go, they're going to kick the field goal. It's up, and it is going to hit the post. It's no good. And to start the second half, I am going to start the true freshman Spencer Nitschke over Alessio Milivojevic. Start the second half, the true freshman quarterback out there at number 0. It's going to be a handoff to the left side. Nate Carter's going to take it, first down and some more, and he's going to take it to the 41-yard line. Same drive, 2nd and 5, going to be a handoff to the right side. Nate Carter's going to stretch it out, first down and some more, and then he's going to be pushed out at the 27-yard line. After having a pretty successful drive, we're going to have 3rd and 10 at the 13-yard line. Nitschke's going to look around, pocket collapsing. He's going to run up the middle, and he's going to take it in for the Michigan State touchdown. This guy is quicker than Milivojevic, and he's there doing the gritty. So UCLA would score one more time, but Michigan State would do just enough to secure a win, and it looks like we might have a 2 QB system here. So Milivojevic is definitely more of a pocket passer. He went 11 for 17 and 176 yards and 1 touchdown, whereas Spencer Nitschke went 6 for 10 for 56 yards. Nate Carter finally having a pretty effective day on the ground, going 17 for 92 yards and 1 touchdown. And our top 2 receivers was Nick Marsh, 3 receptions for 83 yards and 1 touchdown. And then Brennan Parachek, the tight end, 6 for 66, followed by Antonio Gates and Johnson, both with 2 receptions for 26 yards. So I'm going to sim this game against USC because they're 5-1, so I'm not too confident. But after the sim, it would show that 3-star QB Lorenzo Bird just committed. So did we win? And we actually did end up winning that matchup 23-14. So it looks like Milivojevic was the sole starter for that game. He went 15 for 20 for 155 yards and 2 touchdowns. And rushing the ball, Nate Carter actually went off with 15 carries for 113 yards. So this one looks like a pretty even matchup against the Hawkeyes. I'm going to go ahead and sim it. And it looks like we have a Big Ten Defense Player of the Week, so we might have won this game. And when we did, with a score of 52-27, Milivojevic had quite a game, going 14 for 18, 197 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And then Nate Carter setting it off on the ground, 22 carries for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Milivojevic even 9 carries, 73 yards, and 1 touchdown. And we are going to step into this Week 8 matchup against the Hoosiers. Hopefully we can redeem ourselves from how they beat us last year. So we're going to start the game with the ball first. And this is Big Ten football, so we're going to hand that rock up the middle. Nate Carter's going to take it for a gain of 8. Following up that play, 2nd and 2. We're going to call the wide receiver in motion, fake, and then reverse. He's going to take it, shake a tackle. He's going to get the first down juke, and then he's going to be out of bounds at the 42-yard line. On 3rd and 8, looking to keep the drive alive. We're not going to see anything, so we're going to just take it up the middle. And Milivojevic is going to slide for the first down. Another 3rd down, this time at the 48-yard line. Milivojevic is going to be looking. He's going to find Marsh over the middle, and then he's going to be down at the 28-yard line. Now continuing the drive, we're going to have 1st and 10 in the end zone. Going to run play action over the middle, and that's going to be to Gates, and that's going to be in for the touchdown. Starting the drive off hot and getting points first in the game is exactly what we needed. In the second quarter, Indiana's 1st and goal, looking like they're about to score their first points, and they are. With just 2 minutes left at the 41-yard line, we're going to try to set up the screen, but the pressure got in too quickly, and we got sacked. So that sack was a loss to 6, trying to get closer to the first down. Milivojevic is going to have the tight end, and he's going to be just short of the first down. With it being 3rd and 1, the clock's still ticking. We're just going to hand the ball off up the middle to Carter, and he's going to get the first down, and then Indiana's going to take the timeout. So we couldn't get the ball into the end zone, so we're going to go for the field goal. It is going to be up, and it is just going to bounce off the upright. So Indiana would start the second half with a field goal. We're going to have the ball at the 16-yard line. We're going to hand it off to Nate Carter on the left side, and he's going to find the corner, and he's going to have room, and he's going to get in for the touchdown, putting the Spartans back up 13-10. Indiana would score another field goal, so now it's just a 1-point game. We're going to be looking. We're going to throw the interception, but there is a flag on the play. So this is going to go back for a pick 6, but I'm not sure if it's going to stand. Let's see what the ref has to say. And it's going to be a defensive pass interference, so we just got bailed out there. And now we're going to have a 3rd and 4 at the 34-yard line, just over 2 minutes left. Looking to convert to keep the drive alive and put the game away. We're going to be running, looking to the right, and we're going to get sacked, so we're going to have to punt the ball away. So our defense would hold up the Indiana offense, but we used all our timeouts, and now they're up by 2 points. So we're going to have 1st and 10, under a minute to go. Milivojevic is going to be looking to pass, and he's going to have a connection, and it's Nick Marsh, and he's going to be out of bounds just short of the 50-yard line. Running the hurry-up offense, trying to get to the line. Clock is stopped because we got out of bounds, but still want to move quick. Milivojevic takes the snap. He's looking, finds a receiver. It's caught, and he's going to shake a tackle, and he's going to get some more yards, and he's going to keep on going. Can he get there? No, he's going to be down at the 11-yard line. So the Indiana defense would hold. We're going to have 3rd and 8. Clock's still ticking, so what we're going to do is we're going to spike the ball, and we are going to have 4 seconds left to get the field goal. So we missed the last field goal, but this one is to take the lead. The kick is up, and that one is going to be good. We are going to win another Big Ten matchup. So we're going to win this game 17-16. And Milivojevic, he is going to be the player of the game in this one. He's going to go 17 for 24, 233 yards, and a touchdown. Running game not too effective. Nate Carter only had 68 yards, but he did have a touchdown. So with that last win, we are now a game above 500, so we are going to step into this one against Penn State. Well, that one was not pretty. We are going to end up losing 42-14. We did play the true freshmen, but both QBs threw 2 interceptions. Nishki did throw 1 touchdown, though. And then Nate Carter ran for 66 yards and a touchdown before getting injured. Despite that loss, 3-star free safety Mike Gee and 3-star tight end Ahmad Grimm would commit to the program. And so we've made it to the battle for the Paul Bunyan Trophy again. We are going to play this one since we're doing a little bit better this year. So we would hold Michigan to a field goal on the first drive, and I consider that a win defensively. The kick is going to be good. And for this game, I'm actually going to start the true freshman. It's just going to be a handoff to the left side, but I notice Nate Carter is not in because he did get injured that last game. So we're going to be facing a 3rd and 12 from the 48-yard line. Nitschke's going to drop back, looking, rolls to his right, and he's going to find a receiver through the middle, laser, and Antonio Gates catches it, and he's going to be gone for the Spartans' touchdown. And if the true freshman can keep on throwing passes like that, he just may be the starter for the whole year. Michigan's next drive, they have 1st and 10. Alex Orji's going to drop back, play action. He's going to throw a pass, but it's going to be intercepted by our defense, and we're going to try to get it out of there, but we get taken down at the 9. On our next drive, we're going to have 2nd and 8 at the 32. Nitschke's going to drop back, but the pressure's going to get in there. He's going to take a sack. Next play, 3rd and 17. We're going to try the halfback screen here. Nitschke drops back, gets it off to the running back. There's a flag on the play, but the running back has some room. Let's see if this one's going to come back. He is going to get taken down at the 36-yard line. And it looks like this is going to be roughing the passer against the defense. You know what? All those yards, that play is going to stand, plus an additional 15. Ever since that big play, we've been stuck at the 21. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Nitschke making some changes at the line. He's going to take the snap. Doesn't find anything, pocket collapsing, but he's going to take it through the middle. Can he get the first down? And he does. A big 3rd and goal here. Spartans trying to make this a 2-possession game. Nitschke takes the snap, and he's going to have his tight end over the middle, and it's going to be a Spartans touchdown. And that is now 2 passing touchdowns for this true freshman quarterback. A little over a minute left in the half. Michigan's offense is moving it, and Orji is going to throw a pass, and it's going to be caught, and the receiver is going to be taken down at the 6-yard line. Now 1st and goal. Michigan is running the hurry up. Clock still ticking. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to roll to the right, and he's going to throw a touchdown pass to the receiver. So far, both sides held scoreless in this 3rd quarter. Big 4th and 1 here for the Spartans. Michigan's going to have the pass off to Nick Marsh, and he's going to have some room, and he's going to take it right up the middle, and he's going to be down at the 26-yard line. Spartans still looking to score. It's going to be 2nd and 2 at the 18. Nitschke's looking, rolling, and he's going to find his receiver on the drag, and he's going to take his juke, and he's going to be down at the 1-yard line. Very next play would be the start of the 4th quarter, and we're just going to hand the ball off right up the middle, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Now our defense trying to make a stop. We're going to get pressure in there, and we're going to get a sack on the quarterback, making it 3rd and 13. A big 3rd down for the Wolverines, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments, and he's going to take the snap, finds a receiver on the screen, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. Big 4th down here for the defense and the offense. Orji, he's going to look all the time, and he's going to throw a bomb down deep, and it's caught by Samaj Morgan in for a touchdown. And if I'm not mistaken, I swear we tipped that ball. There's no way that ball went to his hands clean like that. And taking a look at the replay, this is how it ended up. It did get tipped, but it just fell right into his hands. I'm not sure how physics works, but I'm sure that's not it. Big drive for the Spartan offense, trying to kill some clock, but also move the ball downfield. Nitschke's going to be looking. He's going to find a receiver, and that's going to be Nick Marsh, and he's going to be taking it. He's going to be gone down to the 15-yard line. The Wolverines now taking their timeouts because they're hoping to get the ball back. But we're going to run the reverse, and it might not even matter because Antonio Gates is going to be in for the touchdown, still up 2 possessions. And there's that celebration. Time to put them to rest. Another big 3rd down for the offense and defense. Quarterback, he's going to take the snap. He's got a lot of time back there. He's going to throw it up to the end zone, but it's going to be picked off. The 2nd interception today, and we are going to take this out of the end zone, and that is going to make, and wait, we're going to take it back too. That's going to be a pick 6. This game is definitely going to be over. And there it is, battle for the Paul Bunyan Trophy. Spartans are going to win this game this year, but now the series is tied 1-1. And our quarterback, Spencer Nitschke, player of the game with 342 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Overall passing stats, 19 for 28 with 67% completions and 342 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not too much on the run game. Backup running back only had 35 yards but did have a touchdown. And then Antonio Gates Jr. had that one rushing touchdown. Our leading receiver was Nick Marsh with 96 yards, then Antonio Gates Jr. with 91 yards and one touchdown, and Brennan Parachek adding a touchdown of his own along with 51 yards. Along with that win, we also have a commit from 4-star right guard Braylon Cisco and 3-star QB JT Harris, along with 2-star right outside linebacker DeMarcus Goda. And now with our last two games, we're just going to go ahead and sim these. We are going to lose to Nebraska by 7. I thought I started Nitschke, but it looks like Milivojevic was playing pretty good in the passing game, but just couldn't get the win. We're also going to sim this game. If we can win this game, we will become bowl eligible. And we are going to end up winning that game by 28-27. Spencer Nitschke kind of going off, throwing for 303 yards and 4 touchdowns. Did have one pick, though. And Nate Carter, back from his injury, running for 86 yards. And receiving the ball, Nick Marsh set it off with 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. Parachek had 46 yards and 1 touchdown. And then Antonio Gates Jr. had 45 yards and 1 touchdown. And we'll send this last game, hoping to end the season strong. And we ended up losing that game 38-30. And Spencer Nitschke threw for 240 yards and 3 touchdowns, but also 2 picks. And then rushing, non-existent. Receiving, Nick Marsh with 101 yards and a touchdown. Parachek 66 yards and a touchdown. And then Gates Jr. with a touchdown. And with the last bye week of the season, we get 3-star receiver Deontay Whitehead. And when it comes to staff management, I'm going to come over here and fire my offensive coordinator, because if you can see, his prestige is a D+. Not good. And to end the season, Cade Klubnik was dubbed Heisman Trophy winner, 48 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And as for the Spartans, we got invited to the ReliaQuest Bowl against the South Carolina Gamecocks. And looking for a new offensive coordinator, I'm going to look into D'Angelo Merrick. He does have the master motivator trait. And looking at the CFP bracket, this is what it's looking like this year. Looks like Troy managed to squeeze their way in there, but they're playing Georgia in the first round. Good luck to them. D'Angelo Merrick actually took another job, so we're going to look into Josh Liggins, who also has the master motivator trait. And we are going to jump into this bowl game against the Gamecocks. On paper, they are 7-5, so they may just be a bit better than us, but I believe we can still compete. So with a little over 30 seconds left in the first quarter, we're in the red zone trying to look for points, and we're going to throw the ball, but it's going to be intercepted, and that's going to kill our drive and not give us any points. So South Carolina would be in the hurry-up offense for whatever reason. Looking to the sideline for the play. They're going to take the snap. Quarterback looking. He's going to have a receiver wide open up the middle, and they're going to be in for the first points of the game. Now we're still trying to get points on the board. 3rd and 3. We're going to fake the handoff, and we're going to run, get out of there. Nitschke's going to shake a tackle, and he's just going to slide down. So their defense would end up holding, so we're going to attempt to kick this field goal just to get some points on the board before the half. It's going to be up, and it is going to be good. South Carolina also wants to put some more points up on the board as well, so they're going to run the jet sweep, and he is going to be in for the touchdown. So South Carolina is going to have the ball at the 28-yard line, but it's a 3rd and 17. Our defense, we're going to get pressure in there, and we're going to make sure that the pass is incomplete. And they are going to attempt this field goal. The kick is going to be up, and it is going to be just to the right. It's no good. So with our first possession of the second half, we've managed to make it into the red zone. We're going to hand it off right up the middle, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. And to make it just a 3-point game, we're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Nitschke's going to drop back. He's not going to see anyone. He's going to take it up the middle, and the 2-point conversion is going to be good. So the South Carolina offense is just moving the ball as they please. The quarterback is going to fake the handoff. He's going to be looking, finds a receiver downfield, and he is going to be in for the touchdown. Gamecocks go up again. Following that touchdown, Sparty offense would be back out on the field. 1st and 10. Looking, throws it to Nick Marsh. He gets it, and he's going to have some room, a lot of green grass ahead of him, and no one is going to catch him. This is going to be a Spartan touchdown, 67 yards. Now the South Carolina offense trying to go up by 2 possessions again. Quarterback's going to drop back. He's going to throw the pass, and it's going to be intercepted. Caleb Coley, he's going to take it into the end zone. Spartans go up with that pick six. At this point in the game, we're just trying to put it away, but we still have to move the ball. South Carolina still has their timeouts, so we're going to run play action. She's going to be looking over the field, laser to Antonio Gates Jr., and he's going to be down inside the 15-yard line. That might just be it, and that is going to be it. Year 2, Spartans win the bowl game, 25-21 against the Gamecocks. So Spencer Nishke, 18 for 25, 264 yards, a touchdown, but he also did throw 2 picks. Rushing the ball, Nick Carter, over 100 yards. Love to see it. And then Gates Jr. and Nick Marsh both had 82 yards, but Nick Marsh did have the touchdown. And Brennan Parachek had 6 receptions for 63 yards. So after going 1-11 in year 1, year 2 we go 7-6 and get to a bowl game. So we would have some players leaving due to lack of coach prestige, but we would convince all these players or persuade them to stay, all besides James Schott, who refused. Now skipping ahead to year 3, first matchup is going to be a rivalry game against Notre Dame. Toledo, Eastern Michigan, 2 bye weeks, and then Big Ten play with Washington, Northwestern, Oregon, UCLA, Nebraska, Illinois, our rivalry against Michigan, Wisconsin, and ending the season with Rutgers. And for the first game of the new year, looks like it's actually game of the week, so let's get into it. So I actually had no idea this was a rivalry game, Notre Dame and MSU, but since it is, looks like we'll be playing it a little more often. So this is the battle for the megaphone, and it looks like last time Notre Dame beat the crap out of Michigan State. We would force Notre Dame to punt the first drive of the game, so now we have the ball, 2nd 5 at 34. Our wide receiver is going to be in motion. We're going to fake the handoff. He's going to be on the end around, and he's going to have some green grass ahead of him, make one guy miss, and then he's going to be down for a 15-yard gain. And it's going to be 4th and 1, but we're going to be aggressive and go for it. Put the tight end in motion, play action, looking for someone the tight end, but we couldn't get the pass off. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Our defense was able to stand strong against the Fighting Irish last time, trying to do the same thing, and we're going to pick it off. No one's going to catch him. That is going to be a touchdown, and that is going to put us up. On their next drive, the Fighting Irish were able to work their way into our red zone. They're going to hand it off right up the middle, and he's going to be in for a touchdown. That'll tie the game up. After the Irish scored, Spartans be looking to score some points of their own. 2nd and 7 at the 34. Nitschke's going to throw a laser to Nick Marsh, and he's going to take it. He's going to have the open field. No one's going to catch him, and he's going to score a touchdown for the Spartans. And he's going to be rocking the baby. I feel like if the Spartans can win this game, they can do very well and compete this year for a championship. Later in the second quarter, the score would still be 14-7 Spartans. Quarterback's going to look back, and it's going to be intercepted again. Camden Poole with his 2nd interception of the day and his 2nd pick 6 of the day. This defense is really showing out and really trying to show that MSU is real this year. So Notre Dame trying to close this deficit by halftime. He's going to pass, and this one is going to be intercepted. This is number 3, and this is another pick 6. Caleb Coley to the crib. So by halftime, this is a very one-sided game. MSU is up 30-7. If we are playing like this, we might actually go to the Big Ten and maybe even the playoffs this year. On our first offensive possession of the second half, we're going to have 2nd and inches at the 26-yard line. We're going to run play action. Nitschke's going to look. He's going to fire down the sideline. Tight end has it, tight rope, and then he's going to flip into the end zone. Another touchdown for MSU, and this one is getting a little out of hand. So at this point, the game is pretty much over. Under 4 minutes left in the fourth. The quarterback's going to drop back, and he's looking. He's going to throw it to the end zone, and this one is going to be intercepted. This is number 4 or 5, but it is Caleb Coley's 2nd, and this game has been over for a minute. So we're up by 30, and we're really just trying to run the ball and kill some clock. So we're going to run this pitch to the outside, but he has the corner, and no one's going to get in front of him, and Eric McKinney-Ware is going to run that in for another MSU touchdown. MSU is going to win this game 45-7. So what I meant to say was 44-7, but We are just going to line up in victory formation and run the clock out. That is game one, battle for the megaphone against the Fighting Irish. MSU wins 44-7. And of course, player of the game was Camden Poole with 2 pick sixes. And our sophomore QB, 15 for 19, 182 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Eric McKinney-Ware, 16 carries for 140 yards and 1 touchdown. And then our true freshman running back had 5 carries for 18 yards. Where our freshman really got off, though, was in the receiving game, 5 receptions for 54 yards. And after that performance, we are number one on the list for a lot of the recruits we have on our board. We'll see how many of them we get by the end of the season, though. And because of our performance against Notre Dame, I feel comfortable simming this one. Well, we're actually going to lose to Toledo 21-20. Let's see what happened. Well, our quarterback had a clean game, 187 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rushing the ball, that wasn't great. 15 for 42. Yeah. Receiving the ball, receivers had decent numbers, not great, but yeah, we should have won that game. So I'm going to sim this game against Eastern Michigan. Hopefully I don't have anything to worry about. And that's about what I expected, 31-10. Let's see, Spencer threw for 284 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rushing the ball, very, very below average rushing the ball. And receiving, wow, Nick Marsh went off for 120 yards, 0 touchdowns though. Looks like our touchdowns went to Austin Clay and Wyatt Hook, our tight end. And with 2 bye weeks in a row, we are going to step into Big Ten play against Washington. They are 4-1 and we are 2-1, so let's jump into it. Washington would have the ball first. They're going to be 1st and 10 from the 36. And oh my goodness, wide receiver wide open in the corner, and that's going to be a touchdown. We're going to go down 6-0. A couple plays into our first drive, we made the decision to keep on running the ball, and we're going to hand it up the middle to Seth Adcock, our true freshman, and he's going to make a juke to the outside, shake one guy, and then he is going to be off to the races. Are they going to catch him? It's not looking like they will, and he is going to answer back with a Michigan State touchdown. And now Washington drove the ball down the field again. They're at the 11-yard line, about to punch it back into the end zone. Quarterback has a lot of time, and he's going to pass it, and he's just going to take it right in. On our second offensive drive, we're trying to match Washington's score, but we need to convert on 3rd and 8. We're going to do the halfback screen. Seth Adcock makes a nasty juke, and then he gets the first down. Our way into the red zone, be looking to punch this in, and we're going to be passing, and we're going to have the drag over the middle, and that is going to be in. Touchdown MSU. We're going to tie the game up now. A big 3rd down play. We're trying to get this offense off the field. Washington's quarterback, he's going to drop back, look in, but the pocket is collapsing. He's going to get sacked by our defense. They are going to have to punt the ball away, and Michigan State's offense will get the ball. So our stadium is loud, and we are back there to receive the punt. Punter's going to kick it away, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is going to be roughing the kicker, and that is going to give him a first down. After that penalty, we haven't been able to get Washington off the field. And they are now in the red zone, 1st and goal, and their quarterback is just going to pass it in for an easy touchdown going up before halftime. So with just over a minute left and 2 timeouts, I believe that we can at least get in field goal distance. Nitschke is going to be looking, and he has a receiver, and he's open. That's Nick Marsh, and he's going to shake 2 people, and then he's going to get pushed out of bounds just short of the 40. And so a big chunk play on 1st down, and he got out of bounds, so the clock stopped. Dropping back, he's going to throw it deep, and Antonio Gates has it, and he is in for the touchdown. The Spartans actually tied it up before going into halftime. And somehow, by the grace of God, Washington was able to get in field goal range. And they are going to take the lead. It's up, and it is good right before halftime. We did get the ball to start the half. After taking almost 4 minutes off the clock, we've reached the red zone, 3rd and goal. We're going to be rolling out to the right, feeling the pressure. Passes off, and he's in for the touchdown. That's going to be Austin Clay taking the lead for the Spartans. First drive in the second half for the Huskies. They're going to have 3rd and 16 because of a holding penalty. Quarterback looking. He's going to throw it deep to the left side of the field, but it's going to be picked off. That is Camden Poole with another interception. And will he take this one back? No, he won't, but he will be down right inside the 30-yard line. First and goal from the 5-yard line, trying to go up 2 possessions. We're going to run it to the halfback up the middle, and the true freshman is going to be in for the touchdown. The Huskies would score 6 more points, but at this time it wouldn't be enough to win. We just lined up in victory formation and took the knee, and we win 35-30. And quarterback Spencer Nitschke is going to be player of the game, 211 pass yards and 3 touchdowns. On the ground, Eric McKinney-Ware had 17 carries for 85 yards, and then the true freshman halfback, 5 carries for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. And after the game, 3-star left guard Eric Prohl, 3-star right guard Chad Tutt, and 3-star right guard Alejandro DeVito committed to Michigan State. Despite a dominant performance over Washington, we would end up dropping the game to Northwestern 34-24. Our quarterback Spencer Nitschke had less than a perfect game, 283 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception, and then the ground game was really non-existent. And even though we lost, 4-star left end DeMarcus Fayed and 4-star tight end Tobias Busby would commit to the Michigan State Spartans. Our next game is against the number 2 Oregon Ducks. They are 4-1, and I think this could be a game that we might win, so we're going to jump into this one. And we would end up winning this one handedly, 49-28. Player of the game ended up being cornerback Camden Poole. He had 3 picks, and all of them were returned for defensive touchdowns. And Spencer Nitschke did not have a clean game as he threw 3 picks, but as you can see, Dante Moore just happened to throw more. And with that win, Moore commits. 3-star left end Zach Zorson and 3-star punter Javier Ortiz committed to the Michigan State Spartans. The next week, we would end up losing to UCLA 45-27. Unsure of what happened there. Our quarterback threw for 374 yards and 4 touchdowns, but did throw a pick. And it looks like our rushing game never got started. And, we threw for 300 plus yards. Our receivers are going to have pretty good numbers. Despite the loss, 3-star fullback Joe Klopfenstein and 4-star wide receiver Dalton Sheed committed to our program. And the losing would continue as we lose to Nebraska 48-28. Spencer Nitschke threw for 382 yards and 3 touchdowns, but also threw an interception. And let's see, there it is again. The run game was just not going. Our halfback had 2 yards, and that's our true freshman. I'm guessing our upperclassman was injured, but the same thing happened again. 3-star strong safety John Spain, 3-star halfback Nick Baldridge, and 3-star right end Evan Higgins did commit to our program, even though we lost. And another loss as we lose to the Illini 44-20. 197 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing the ball, again, non-existent. Our starting running back was a true freshman. He had 24 yards. That's not going to get the job done in the Big Ten, ever. And 3-star right end Rob Sampson and 3-star right tackle Bruce Lichtensteiger have committed to the Spartans, even though we lost. Well, we've made it to week 11, the 4-5 Michigan State Spartans against the number 16, 6-3 Michigan Wolverines. And I mean, we're in the big house this year. We won last year when we were, not a great program, but okay. But we're at the big house. It's a little bit different. So still pretty early in the game. They're going to have 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to the left side. No, wow. Yep. That's a 41-yard touchdown, boys. We'd end up punting the ball away on our first drive, but we have Michigan pinned back on their own 10-yard line. It's going to be a fake handoff, and our linebacker is going to be in there to sack the quarterback. It's going to be a 9-yard loss. The Wolverines in danger of getting a safety here, 2nd and 19. Going to snap the ball, hand it off to the running back, and he's going to be stopped. Another loss, but on the 1 yard line. And I'm fully expecting them to run just because of where they're at. 3rd and 20. Run up the left side, and he's going to get some yards, but he's going to be well short of that first down marker. So Michigan punt the ball away, and we would work our way inside the red zone. And we're just going to do a run right up the middle, take it to the right side. He's going to make a man miss, and then he's going to work his way into the end zone. Our true freshman, Seth Adcock, for the nice run. Force the Wolverines to punt the ball again. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. We're going to throw it to Nick Marsh, and he's going to have it, and he's going to have some open room, but he's going to be caught, and he's going to be taken down at the 40-yard line. On our next play, going back to a Big Ten brand of football, running the ball right up the middle, and he's going to take it for a gain of 10. And here we're going to convert the first down with a short pass, and right there to the tight end, and he got it. Here we're going to have it 3rd and 3 at the 20-yard line, looking to convert. RPO out to Antonio Gates, and he's going to take it for the first down at the 10-yard line. We lost yards on 1st and goal, so now it's going to be 2nd and goal. So we're going to go play action, rolling out to the right, and he's going to throw it. And Antonio Gates just climbed that ladder, and he caught that ball for the touchdown. Michigan State is going to go up 14-7. With less than a minute left in the first half, Michigan's looking to tie the score against the Spartans. I'm hoping our defense can hold here. The ball snapped, quarterback's looking, and he's going to throw an interception. That's our linebacker, but he's not going to get out of there. But he did prevent points from getting on the board. So instead of taking a knee and killing the clock, we tried to actually run plays. So Michigan got the ball back, and they just gashed us on that big passing play. They're going to be able to get some points before the half. So they are going to kick this field goal. The kick is up, and it is going to be good. So that will make the score 14-10 MSU. But I do believe we get the ball after halftime. So we did get the ball to start the second half when we worked our way down to the 28-yard line. Here we're going to run the end around to Nick Marsh. He has it, and he's going to make a man miss with that juke, and then he is going to be in for the touchdown, taking the Spartans up 2 possessions now. Michigan really needs to score on this drive if they want to stay in this game. It's going to be 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line. Play action. Quarterback's going to roll out. He throws it deep, and it's going to be intercepted by a corner. Caleb Cooley ending that drive right there for the Wolverines. So the Wolverine defense has held us to a 3rd and 7. We're going to be on the 28-yard line. Man in motion, drop back, and he's going to throw it over the middle, and that's Antonio Gates, and he's going to be gone, and he is going to be in, and he is going to increase this deficit even more. That touchdown would be our last, and Michigan would try to close the gap, but here we are, victory formation, taking a win over Michigan in the Big House, and now the record over Michigan is 2-1. Antonio Gates Jr. was the player of the game with 5 catches for 70 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Spencer Nitschke played a pretty clean game, 19 for 29, 204 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then running the ball, Seth Hadcock had 12 carries for 88 yards and then 1 touchdown. And following that game, we're just going to sim the rest of the games. We won against Wisconsin. We beat them 24-21. Spencer Nitschke kind of went off, throwing for 316 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then we would also end up pulling out a win against Rutgers, 24-17. So that would have put us at 7-5 for the regular season. Spencer Nitschke with another pretty good game, 279 yards and 3 touchdowns. Not too much in the ground game, the true freshman. Oh, he's not a true freshman. He's redshirt. I thought he was a true freshman this whole time. Never mind. But Nick Marsh did have 5 carries for 122 yards and 1 touchdown. And then Parachek, our tight end, had 5 receptions for 75 yards and 1 touchdown. And before signing day, we would have the number 22 ranked class in the country. So Clemson would have another Heisman winner at quarterback, Christopher Visnia, 47 touchdowns and 7 INTs. And then, boom, Best Defensive Back Award winner goes to Camden Poole, 7 INTs, 46 tackles, and 4 touchdowns on the year. And then we would also get invited to play Nevada in the LA Bowl, hosted by Gronk. And the CFP bracket is looking a little something like this. Charlotte managed to find their way in with the first round bye, which is amazing. So I did sim the LA Bull, and it looks like we were winners. And it looks like we won 21-16. Our quarterback went 22 for 29, 239 yards, and then 2 touchdowns. And then running the ball, the not true freshman Seth Adcock had 21 carries for 57 yards and 1 touchdown. And then receiving, our tight end led in receiving with 67 yards. And we would end this year 8-5 with just 2 more years to hopefully win a championship. And it looks like I have 2 players leaving. Nick Marsh, projected to be a first-round draft pick, and then one of our running backs who doesn't play at all. I don't blame him for transferring. I'm just going to try to persuade Nick. Failed. And then I want to try to persuade this guy as well, Brandon Tullis. Don't even know your name. Is it going to work? Failed. Okay, that's fine. We ended up having 4 draft picks in that class. Nick Marsh went in the first round. Jillian Thompson went in round 3. Steve Rammel went in round 5. And then Caleb Coley went in round 5 as well. Jumping straight into year 4, it's going to be a top 25 matchup, Notre Dame against Michigan State. We did lose this matchup 20-10. Not exactly what you want to see on what's supposed to be a championship year. Spencer Nitschke threw 195 yards. He did throw a pick, though. And then Seth Adcock had 98 yards and 1 touchdown. And nothing too surprising from the receiving corps. And with losing week 1, I'm going to take my chances in sim week 2 against the Wisconsin Badgers. We would end up losing that matchup as well, so we would drop to 0-2 to start the season. Hopefully I won't be as unlucky as I was in the first couple matchups if I sim this one. And fortunately with this one, we ended up in the win column, winning 38-27. And finally, Spencer Nitschke had a game, 284 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then Seth Adcock, 15 carries for 132 yards on the ground, 0 touchdowns though. And then through the air, Austin Gaither led the way with 5 receptions for 93 yards, followed by our tight end, Wyatt Hook, 6 for 69, and then Jimmy Isaac, 1 for 51, and that one was a touchdown. And after a bye week, we have one of our first commits, a 3-star wide receiver, Angelo Oliveira. Now in week 4, and this one against Western Michigan is going to be another one I sim just because it's not year 1. These are matchups that we should just win. And before showing the score, we have a 3-star center that committed, two 3-star centers, and then a 4-star left linebacker that committed to the program. And so we would end up winning this game 31-17. Our quarterback, 352 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That's a pretty impressive stat line. Not much going on in the ground game, but I did notice that my starting running back only had 9 yards, and it looks like he's injured. So I went to the injury report, and turns out he has a partial ACL tear, and he's going to be out for 9 weeks. In other news, 4-star wide receiver Jermichael Dunham, 4-star strong safety Lamar Mayo, and 3-star linebacker Brian Mann did commit to Michigan State week 6, and we haven't jumped into a matchup yet, and we're not going to. We're going to sim this one against Rutgers. Before showing the score, 4-star wide receiver JT President, 4-star right tackle Taja Waysum, 4-star right tackle Rico Longerway, and 4-star cornerback Josh Thomas, and 3-star strong safety Josh. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. We had like 5 people commit, 6. We had 6 commits to the program. And it turns out this one against Rutgers was a nail biter. We would win 46-44. Looks like we won in overtime. Oh my goodness, 19 points in overtime. Oh, our quarterback threw 4 touchdowns and 1 pick. Only 175 yards though. On the ground, our backup Kevin Hoosman had 18 for 68 yards and then 1 touchdown. And this matchup against 2-4 Purdue, I'm gonna sim it. And this game was a very one-sided affair as we would win 41-17. And Spencer Nitschke went off 328 yards, 5 touchdowns. He did throw an interception, but everything else beyond that is pretty good. And then he did lead the team in rushing. He only had 49 rushing yards, though. Normally, I would play this game against Penn State, but seeing as they are 3-3, I am going to sim it. And it looks like we actually ended up losing this game by 8. I can only assume because it was in Happy Valley. But when I see these stats, our quarterback threw for 404 yards and 5 touchdowns, also threw 2 picks, though. And one thing I noticed is that when we can't run the ball, we don't win. Our quarterback led the team in rushing with 14 yards. That ain't going to do it in the Big Ten. And then this week's matchup is against Ohio State, but seeing as they are 3-4, I'm going to go ahead and sim this. Sim would be in our favor, and we would win 38-19 against the Buckeyes. Our quarterback wasn't too hot today as he threw for 2 interceptions, but 2 touchdowns as well, 275 yards, and then rushing the ball again, not very well. Our starting running back had 15 yards. Still haven't jumped into a game this season, and it's not going to be against this one, a 1-7 Northwestern team. And simming the game would be a good decision as we win this game 42-28. Nishiki would throw for 303 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. He's thrown quite a few picks this season, and I haven't jumped into one of these games yet. And then running the ball, Husman finally decided to go off, 130 yards on 15 carries, no touchdowns though. And here we are, week 11, Michigan versus Michigan State. I've made it to the last 3 games of the season, and I am going to play these last 3 games. And this game this year is a pretty big deal as both teams are in the top 25. Michigan is ranked at number 4, and then we are ranked at number 12. On the first drive, we would hold the Wolverines to a 3rd and 2. We just need to make the stop, and they're going to run it. But the running back's going to get free, and he's going to break a tackle, and then he's going to be gone. That is going to be 71 yards to the house. On our first offensive possession, we're just trying to match what Michigan did and score some points. We're going to throw it to the outside, and that's going to be our wide receiver, Jimmy Isaac, and he's going to take it, and he's going to be pushed out just beyond midfield. A few plays later, we're still moving pretty well. We're going to run the RPO, and that's going to be Austin Gaither, and he's going to have a pretty big gain pushed out at the 26-yard line. We would finally get it down to the 2-yard line, and here we are just going to play Big Ten football and run the ball in, and that's going to be a touchdown. With the Wolverines back on offense, they've been gashing our defense up pretty well, and they're going to hand this ball up the middle, but he's going to fumble it, and then we are going to give the ball back to our offense. And after the turnover, we're going to be posted at the 48-yard line. And we are looking to move the ball fast after that turnover. We're looking to run away with it, so we're going to run play action. And then he's got someone that's going to be Isaiah Johnson. He's down the sideline for a touchdown. Real quick, one play, MSU touchdown. Both teams had drives that ended in punts, but now Michigan is in the red zone looking to score. Just to tie the game, the wide receiver is going to be in motion, and he is going to get the ball, and he's going to make some nasty jukes and run into the end zone. That's going to tie the game. Well, less than 2 minutes to go in the half. We're trying to get some points to extend our lead. So we're going to pass on a 4th and 3 up the middle, but it's going to be intercepted by the linebacker, and he's going to fall just short of midfield. So Michigan offense just got a first down. Hurry up offense, and they're going to bomb it down the field, and that's going to be a touchdown. That is a 40-yard laser for a touchdown. We threw an incomplete pass on first down, so we still have 1:34 to get downfield and score. Changing some things up at the line. We're going to drop back, and it's going to be a drag to the tight end. He's got the first down and some more, and then going to be taken down. And we're going up with the hurry up offense. Clock is stopped right now, but now is set. And we have some slants over the middle, and it's going to be caught. That's Jimmy Isaac. Big gain for a first down. After that first down play, we're back up to the line. And the quarterback, we're going to make some adjustments. And then we're going to snap the ball. Open receiver on the left side. That's going to be Johnson, and he's going to take it for the first down. Stays in bounds, though, but there is an injury timeout, so the clock will stop. So I had to take a timeout on the previous play because the play clock was winding down. Now we're at the line, halfback screen. We're going to get it out there, and then that's only going to be a gain of 2. We're going to choose to play quickly and get back to the line because the clock is now under a minute. Quarterback looking. He's going to pass it to the left side to the halfback, and it's going to be for a gain of just 1. Now under 30 seconds left to go. We need to score now, and we need to do it fast. Quarterback's looking. He's got the tight end on the corner, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Spartans will tie up the game before half, and they get the ball after half. So the Wolverines managed to get a field goal before halftime, and this guy is tearing us up on the ground. The score is 24-21, but the Spartans do get the ball at half, so they can possibly take the lead going into the third quarter. So we did get the ball to start the half, and we are making a promising drive downfield. Right now we're just making some adjustments. We're going to look, throw the ball, and then it is intercepted by the defense. That's a major drive killer, especially to open up the third quarter. This is a big third down for our defense. If we can stop the Wolverines, we can prevent them from increasing their lead. He's going to be looking for a pass. Pocket's going to start collapsing. We get pressure in there, and then he's going to be sacked. That is going to be 4th and 9, and we are going to make them punt the ball away. After we forced the Wolverines to punt, we worked our way down to the 14-yard line. Right here, we're going to be looking for a pass. Pass is off, but it is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play, and it's probably on him shaking. Yep, defensive pass interference, and he's shaking his hands like he actually did something. Because of that penalty, we're going to set up shop at the 2-yard line, and we are going to play Big Ten football and just pound that boy in with our power back. Our freshman, I don't know if he's a true freshman. He may have been redshirted, but he is a freshman. And once we make this field goal, we will increase the lead to 28-24. And there it is. And to end the game, we would line up in victory formation and take the knee, and that would give us an overall winning record to the Wolverines in this rebuild. And with that goal being completed, there is a possibility that we could accomplish these other goals as well. I mean, with our record, we probably won't make the Big Ten, but we can make the CFP and possibly go for a national championship. And as you saw, Spencer Nitschke managed to pull off player of the game, even though he did throw 2 interceptions, probably because he threw 317 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rushing the ball, another modest performance, although we did have 2 different guys with a rushing touchdown. Our leading receiver for this game was Isaiah Johnson with 4 receptions for 97 yards and 1 touchdown, followed by Jimmy Isaac, who had 5 for 58, and then our tight end Wyatt Hook, who had 5 for 55 and then 1 touchdown. Following this game, 4-star wide receiver Luke Gentry would commit to our program, followed by 3-star corner Dylan Leeuwenberg and 3-star corner Warren Metz. And I would jump into this game against Indiana, even though they are 4-6 and we're 7-3. We just outmatch them, but it is a rivalry game, so I thought, what the hell? So this game would end up being a lot closer than I would have liked, but as you can see, we're in victory formation. We were able to hang on and get the dub, 28-25. And again, Spencer Nitschke throwing for 2 interceptions, but also 2 touchdowns. 213 yards. And rushing the ball, Kevin Hoosman, 13 carries, 87 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He actually got player of the game for this one. And after that game, I would find out that 4-star halfback Clifton Tatum would commit to the Michigan State Spartans. And on top of that, Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week would be none other than our defensive end, DeMarcus Fayad, freshman, with 3 sacks, 3 tackles, and 3 TFLs. And what do you know, he would also end up being National Defensive Player of the Week as well. And now we are at the end of the season, and this one should be one hell of a matchup. Here in this game, we are going to have the number 2 ranked Washington Huskies versus our number 5 ranked Michigan State Spartans. Our first offensive drive would stall out at the 23-yard line, but instead of kicking the field goal, we're going to go for it, and we're going to pass over the middle, and that's going to be caught, and that is going to be a first down inside the 10-yard line. Again, our drive would stall out on 3rd and goal, so making some adjustments at the line, and we're going to pass for this. Nitschke takes the snap, and he's going to have a receiver in the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. Spartans take the lead and the first points. With the Huskies' first drive on offense, we have them stuck at a 3rd and 13, just hoping to make them kick the ball away. They're in a shotgun. Quarterback's going to make the pass. It's going to be a screen, and he's going to have all this open. Oh, my goodness. Wow, what a conversion. And they're going to do the hurry up. So we're going to have the Huskies on another 3rd down, 3rd and 10. Just need to make it the stop. And they are going to run a draw up the middle, and we are going to stop that easy 4th and 7. So when the Huskies kicked us the ball, they locked us up down here. So we have a 3rd and 4 trying to convert. We're going to pass over the middle, and that's going to be dropped. So now we're going to have to punt it back. After our punt to the Huskies, they would be moving the ball effectively, And they are now in the red zone looking to score their first points. And they're going to give the handoff to the running back, and he's going to shake that tackle, and he's going to reach the corner, and that's a touchdown. What the hell? So after that touchdown drive from Washington, we'd be looking to put together another touchdown drive. So we're going to run a play action pass here, but their defense gets in right away, and we're going to take a huge sack. So 3rd and 18, I don't really expect to convert this, but I'm going to try, and we're just going to get sacked again. 4th and 21, we're going to punt it away. So far, Washington's run game has been gashing us, but we do have them at a 3rd and 9 here. We're trying to get the stop. We're using our timeouts, creating pressure. Oh, we missed the quarterback, and he's going to run for a big first down. Huskies definitely looking like they're going to score on this drive. Don't even know if we'll have enough time. And there it is. Touchdown to the back of the end zone. Going into halftime, the score is going to be 14-7 Washington. They do get ball at half, so once they get the ball, they just have the chance to increase their lead even more. So our defense has to make a stop. So at the start of the 3rd quarter, our defense stepped up. We had the Huskies at a 3rd and 16 on their own 16-yard line, getting pressure, but oh my God. Good thing he's not going to get it. The Washington Huskies are going to punt this one away. First drive of the second half, we're looking to run the ball, and we're going to do that through the left side. There's a huge hole in the line, and we're going to get a big gain out of that one. 2nd and 6 from the 42, we're looking to pass here. We're looking, but if we can't pass, we are going to run, and Spencer shakes a tackle. He's got some wheels, and he's going to get a big first down at the 20-yard line. After that huge run from our quarterback, we're looking to run with the running back, and we're going to hand it off to the left side. He's going to have some blockers. He's going to make a man miss, and he's going to be down at the 1-yard line. Very next play, you already know, Big Ten football right up the middle, and that's going to be touchdown. We are going to tie the score with that one if we make the extra point. So we would hold the Huskies to another 3rd down on their own 20-yard line. Quarterback, he's going to be looking, has tons of time, but he's not. He's going to run with it. Oh my goodness, this is getting ridiculous. He took it to midfield. So our defense finally showed up and are forcing the Huskies to kick a field goal. The kick is up, and it's good. Going to put them up 17-14. Now in the 4th quarter, we're trying to capitalize on our field position. We're at the 7-yard line, but it's 3rd and 3. We're looking to pass, and we're going to throw an interception. That is not what we needed. So at first, I thought the Huskies were just chewing the clock, but their wide receiver, he's just stuck there. He's not moving at all. If they don't snap the ball, this is going to be delay of game. Yep, there's the flag. So after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Washington couldn't just chew the clock here. But they're going to choose to pass it. The quarterback's going to throw it. It's going to be intercepted by our linebacker, Jeremiah Peppers. And he could go all the way, but he's going to be caught and brought down at the 1-yard line. And we're on the 1-yard line. So you already know, Big Ten football, right up the middle. Devin Byler, power back, touchdown for the lead. We would force the Husky offense to punt the ball away and then use up all their timeouts, so we are in victory formation. Take the knee, we win 21-17. So I think Spencer did better this game because he only threw 1 interception and 1 touchdown, but he was 21 for 25, 235 yards. Running the ball wasn't crazy, but it was effective when we needed it. Kevin Hoosman, 10 carries for 50 yards and a touchdown. Our leading receiver was Jimmy Isaac, 7 receptions for 74 yards and a touchdown, followed by Austin Gaither, 4 for 65. And Jimmy Isaac was the only one with the touchdown. So after that week was over, we found out we will be playing in the Big Ten Championship. It will be a rematch against Washington, although this time we'll be number 2 and they'll be number 4. And here we are at the Big Ten Championship in year 4. If we can win this game, we can knock off another goal that we had set for this 5-year rebuild. So through 1 quarter of football, neither team has scored, and here are some stats showing you what kind of game this has been so far. Finally having some success on offense, we're going to have the ball at the 29-yard line, put a man in motion. Then she's going to drop back, looking. Man is going to be wide open. He's going to catch the ball, and then he's going to walk into the end zone. Michigan State first blood in this game. It's going to be a big 3rd and 7 for both of these teams. Michigan State looking to get the stop. Quarterback's going to be looking to pass or get pressure. He's going to avoid one sack, but not the other, and he is going to take the loss, 4th and 18. After the Huskies punted us the ball, we would move the ball down inside the 20-yard line. We have 2nd and 15, looking to pass, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a receiver wide open. That's going to be Isaiah Johnson in for 6 points. So we missed the field goal, so the score is going to be 13-0. Although Washington's trying to move the ball fast, but they're going to get a flag. So they're not going to get any points. We're just going to go straight into halftime with the score being 13-0. So Huskies would get ball to start the second half, and they are doing the hurry-up offense again. And they are looking to pass, and they are going to throw a seam right over my user, and that's going to be into the tight end for a touchdown. Huskies finally on the board. On our first offensive drive of the second half, we have found the answer, and that is going to be running the ball. So here we go, handoff up the middle, and then Hoosman is going to take it to the left, and he's going to get to the corner, and that is going to be a touchdown. Michigan State goes up 6. Now in the fourth quarter, score is 27. We have the Huskies on a 3rd and 5 at their own 30. They're going to do a play action, looking to pass. He gets the ball off, and the wide receiver is wide open, and he's going to take this downfield, but he is going to be caught at the 10-yard line. We would have the Huskies on another 3rd down, trying to hold them to just a field goal. Quarterback's not going to have any pressure, and he's just going to walk right into the end zone. We would end up having to punt the ball to Washington, and it is now crunch time for them. Under 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 on the 20. They're going to run play action. Big pass, and he's going to be free. Oh, my goodness. He's not going to go all the way, though. He's going to be down at the 25-yard line. In the very next play, they're going to run the hurry up, even though they stopped the clock. Another pass, and that's going to be caught. 2nd and 4, and they still have 2 timeouts, 1:38 left. Man in motion, and this one is going to be a run right up the middle, and they're going to get a big gain inside the 5-yard line. And it did not take them very long to get to this point. Hoping our defense can force another field goal. But they're going to pass, and that's going to be caught, and then there is a flag. It's going to be roughing the passer, so that touchdown is going to stand. Score will be tied. And so here we would come out on offense. The goal is just to not turn the ball over and get first downs and a field goal. We're going to run a pass. Jimmy Isaac is going to be open for a big gain, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds, and that will stop the clock. A big 3rd down for this offense. We're still not in field goal range, so we do need to move the ball some more. Changing things up at the line, and we're going to snap the ball. We don't see anyone, but square is open, but I took off, and that is going to be 4th down. This is going to be a big 4th and 4. We're going to pass it right over the middle to Jimmy Isaac, and he's going to catch it, and we have 30 seconds left. Call a timeout. It's now 2nd and 10, and the clock is still ticking, and it's going to be a pass to Gaither, and he's going to get the 1st down. The clock is still ticking. We should be in field goal range now, but we're just going to run the ball, get a little bit closer. Oh, and Seth Hadcock is back from his injury right up the middle, and we're going to take a timeout with 4 seconds left, and then hopefully hit this game-winning field goal. And here it is. This is for the Big Ten Championship and a 1st-round bye in the playoffs. The kick is going to be up, and it's going to be good, and there is a flag on the play. That is going to be roughing the kicker. We are going to decline that penalty, just take the field goal, and we are going to be Big Ten champions. And there it is. We are going to win this Big Ten championship game, 23-20, completing yet another goal of this 5-year rebuild. And Spencer Nitschke would be player of the game with 251 yards and 2 touchdowns. And running the ball, Seth Adcock was back, 15 carries, 93 yards. And with that win, we would also accomplish another goal, make it into the college football playoff, where our opponent would be either Wisconsin or Nevada. And Wisconsin already beat us once this year, so I'm hoping it's Nevada. And before we get into our college football playoff matchup, oh, this guy won Heisman already, 2-time Heisman winner, all right. And then Justin Denson Jr. would be the best defensive back of the year. And our matchup for the quarterfinals is going to be the Wisconsin Badgers in the Rose Bowl. Jumping into this Rose Bowl game, if we could win this game, It'll then be the semifinals and then the college football championship. And we did already lose to Wisconsin once this year. It was a pretty bad loss, but we are hoping to redeem ourselves here. On the Badgers' first drive, we'd be looking to force them on a 3-and-out. It's going to be 3rd and 10 from their own 19. They're looking to pass, and they're going to have the pass off to the tight end, it looks like, and he's going to be gone for a big gain past midfield, and he's not going to be brought down until the 25-yard line. The Badgers would get into the red zone, but we're going to hold them to this field goal if they make it. The kick is up, and that is good. The Badgers take the first points of the game. We were hit with a holding penalty, so instead of 3rd and 2, it's 3rd and 12. Play clock ticking, looking to pass for the first down, and the pass is going to be dropped by the tight end. We're going to have to punt this away. Another big 3rd down, and the Badgers are trying to increase their lead by getting into our end zone. This is going to be a screen pass, and there's going to be a lot of green grass from the running back, but we're going to hold him short. They're going to go ahead and kick this field goal. So the field goal teams are out on the field. The Badgers are just going to kick this field goal by it, and it's a fake. He flips it to the kicker, and he's going to throw it to the tight end who is wide open, and he's going to be taken down at the 5-yard line. We'd hold him to a 3rd and goal, and to be honest, I'm pretty pissed after that fake field goal and a direct snap to the halfback, and we're going to hold. And so now I'm hoping that they're actually going to kick this field goal for real. The kick is up, and it's good, and that's going to be roughing the kicker. They're going to get a 1st-and-goal now. So after that penalty, it's now 1st-and-goal. They're going to put man in motion, and they are just going to run it in. They are going to now be up 2 possessions. Less than 2 minutes left in the first half. We managed to move the ball downfield, and we are looking to score. Quarterback play action. He's going to roll out to the right. Still looking, and he's going to throw it to the tight end, and the tight end is going to catch it in the end zone for a touchdown. So the Badgers are actually driving the ball downfield with 30 seconds left to go in the half. And they're going to be looking to pass, and that's going to be completed to the tight end, but there is a flag on the play. This touchdown is going to be coming back. It is going to be holding. So now it's going to be 2nd-and 20. The Badgers still trying to look to score. And they're going to pass it real quick to the wide receiver, and he's going to have it for the first down. And they take a timeout. Wisconsin really just moving the ball at will right now. 20 seconds left. 1st-and 10. They're going to pass it, and he's going to bounce around and get in for the touchdown. With 16 seconds left, we get the ball back, and we're trying to make something happen. So Nitschke, he's going to throw it deep to Jimmy Isaac, and he's wide open. No one's going to catch him, but there is a flag on the play. This touchdown is not going to count. It is going to be holding against the offense. After that penalty, we're going to be in halftime. Wisconsin is up 17-7. And, yeah, they've just been torching us through the air. And we need to figure something out. And we never would figure it out in this game, as we would lose 24-17. And we are not going to go to the Natty this year. And seeing as Wisconsin won it all, it doesn't make me too upset that we actually lost to them. At the end of this year, I had 1 player that wanted to enter the draft and 2 players that wanted to transfer. I was able to persuade my free safety to stay another year, and then I was able to persuade these 2 gentlemen into staying another year as well. Moving into year 5, we're going to take a look at training results, and it looks like Alisio Milivojevic might be the starting QB next season. Our starting running back this year, of course, is going to be Seth, as he's up to an 87 overall. We don't have very many wide receivers this year, but we have 3 that are at least an 80 overall. And then as I go through the rest of the starting lineup, looking at my linemen, it does look like we are going to be pretty stacked at that position this year. I do think this is going to be a good year for Michigan State. I do think it could be a natty year. I mean, it's got to be. It's year 5. And if I don't win it, then I owe someone $50. And our schedule for this year is as follows. Week 1 at Mississippi State. Then we have Houston, an open week, followed by FCS Midwest, Purdue, USC, Penn State, Illinois, Minnesota, Maryland. In week 11, we have Michigan, Iowa, and then we end the year with Oregon. And I've thought a lot about this one. Um, I am going to start Milivojevic. Nitschke just threw too many interceptions for my liking last year. He threw like 36 touchdowns, but 16 interceptions, and we're just trying to dumb that down a little bit. And then some final changes I'm making to the depth chart. I am going to have my two four-star wide receivers returning balls on kick return. It's going to be Luke Gentry and then JT President. And now to actually start week one is going to be a top 15 matchup between a number 3 Michigan State and a number 11 Mississippi State. And I am going to play this game because this is going to be an SEC opponent, and I just kind of want to see what we're dealing with going into the season, dealing with an opponent outside of our conference. And it also looks like this game is being played on a neutral field, so there is going to be no home field advantage in this one. And here we go, year 5. We have Milivojevic under center, and we are going to start the game playing Big Ten football with a run up the right side, and that is going to go for a gain of 9 yards. The very next play would be a little more of the same, run to the right side. Hadcock's going to have the first down. And so we ran the first 2 plays, so now we're looking to pass, and it looks like they're playing coverage real close. And on that left side, we have Austin Clay wide open, and he's going to catch the ball, and this is going to be a Michigan State touchdown. We are going to strike with the first points. Mississippi State just suffered from a holding penalty, making it 1st and 20 from their own 36. Let's see if our defense can make a stop here. The running back is going to be run right up the middle, and he's going to make some moves. He's making men miss, and then he's going to shake a tackle, and then another one, and then he's going to be off into the end zone. Wow. I hope that's not what our defense is looking like this year. So our offense has already shown to be pretty effective moving the ball. We're going to be at 2nd and inches, play action. We're going to have our tight end over the middle. He's going to catch the ball, and he's going to take it inside the 5-yard line, but there is a flag on the play, and it looks like this is going to be holding, so this one is going to be coming back. So now we have a 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line. Still looking to pass and switching things up at the line. We're going to drop back when we have that zig route, and that's going to be Jimmy Isaac, and he's going to take it the first and some more and out of bounds at the 15. And so we got hit with some more holding penalties, so it is now 2nd and 37. We're going to try to get some of those yards back, slant over the middle, and that is going to be a big gain, but we're still going to be facing the 3rd and 14. So we got hit with another holding penalty, so now it's 3rd and 24. But we're going to be looking for the tight end on the corner, and he's going to catch the ball, and he's going to be taken down inside the 5. We actually converted that. And this is going to be the Big Ten football we all know and love. This is just going to be a run right up the middle with our power back, and that is going to be a touchdown. We're going to go up 6. So with 2.5 minutes left, Mississippi State is looking to score. They're going to come to the line. Quarterback is going to take the snap, throws a quick pass, and that is going to be intercepted by our defense. We are going to try to get out of there, but we will only get to about the 15-yard line. We would end up punting the ball away and would be a bad punt, so Mississippi State would have this good field position. And they are going to pass the ball. The receiver catches it on the right side, and he's going to be down the sideline, and he's going to score. Mississippi State is going to tie it with the Spartans. With 1.5 to go in the half, we're going to be looking to move the ball. We're stuck at a 3rd and 10, and we're going to be looking to pass here. Quarterback looking, doesn't find anyone, and then get some pressure in there, but there's going to be a flag on the play. Looks like that may be a face mask, and it is, so that's going to be an automatic first down and 15 yards. After an incompletion and a sack, we are going to be punting the ball away, but wait, there is a flag on the play. Are we about to get bailed out by the defense again? Let's sit tight and see what the penalty is going to be. Yep, that is going to be roughing the kicker, and that is going to give us another first down. So after the penalty, our offense is going to come up to the line. 1st and 10 at the 41, looking to pass. Milivojevic has it out, and that is caught by Austin Clay. Clock stopped at 34 seconds. We still have 2 timeouts. Milivojevic is going to take the snap. He's looking, got a lot of time. He's going to pass it. That's Dalton Sheed, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. Spartans are going to increase their lead before halftime. So at 22 seconds left in the half, Mississippi State is looking to respond back. Quarterback's going to drop back and throw a quick pass to the receiver, and he's going to be down the right side of the field. No one is going to catch him. He's going to be in for the touchdown, and he's going to tie it up before halftime. Going into halftime, the score is 21 all. Mississippi State does get the ball after half, so we will need our defense to make a stop and get that ball back so we can win this game. The only points scored here in the third quarter have been a field goal by Mississippi State, and here on 3rd and 4, we are trying to force the ball. It's going to be play action. Our linebacker is going to be in there to get the sack. That's going to be a big stop, and they're going to have to punt the ball away. After getting the ball back, we'd be stuck on 3rd and 13 from the 18-yard line, looking to convert. That's a pass to Dalton Sheed, and it's past the first down marker, and we will keep the drive alive. 2nd and 4, still have plenty of time to get to the end zone. Going to run play action. Milivojevic rolls out. Looks like he's going to run, and he's going to get past the first down, and then he's going to go out of bounds. I turned on shoot clock because I don't want the Bulldogs to have any chance of scoring any points. Going to pass it. It's going to be to our tight end, and he's going to have the first down and some more. Very next play, clock is still ticking. We're going to run the ball to the right side. Adcock's going to steamroll somebody, and then he's going to get pushed out of bounds. We are playing Big Ten ball now, and we are going to run the ball. So here we go, running to the left side of the field. Bylar's got some room, but is he fast enough? He's not, but he gets to the 6-yard line. We would get a holding penalty that would set us back a little bit, so it's 3rd and goal. 30 seconds on the clock. Looking for someone, doesn't see anyone, takes it out the middle, but he's going to be short. Stopped at the 4-yard line. So we are going to play it safe and kick the field goal just to tie the game. And the Bulldogs try to ice our kicker, but he's more composed than that. We play safe and take it to overtime. The kick is good, and that will tie the game. So we're going to be on offense first, so we're just going to start by running the ball to the left side, and he's going to get a nice gain, but it's just going to be short of a first down. Short yardage situations like this, you should already know we're just going to run that ball up through the middle. We'd work our way to the 6-yard line, and of course we're just going to run that ball. There's a wide open hole. That is going to be a touchdown. Michigan State is going to take the lead. 3 straight incompletions, and it is now 4th and 10. This play can set the tone for the season. Quarterback's going to look, and he's going to throw an interception right to our linebacker, and that is going to end the game, and Michigan State is going to start the season off with a win. Spartans beat the number 11 team in the SEC 31-24, and Milivojevic would be player of the game with 320 pass yards and 2 touchdowns. Playing the senior, I think, was definitely the better move over playing Nitschke, because Nitschke probably would have thrown like 2 interceptions. Running the ball, Seth Adcock, 11 for 79, no touchdowns, but we had 2 other backs that did have a touchdown. And in receiving, Austin Clay led the team with 112 yards and 1 touchdown, followed by Jimmy Isaac, who went 5 for 78. And then our other touchdown was from Dalton Sheed. Defense was a little questionable at points in this game, but Timmy Oki went ahead and led the team in tackles, and then Brady had 2 sacks as well as the interception. And with that win, we are feeling all right and looking forward to the rest of the season. And headed into week 2, we are undefeated and we are the number 1 team, so I feel pretty confident simming this game. And we will end up winning that game 28-14. And our starter for year 5 threw for 283 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did throw for an interception though. And on the ground, Seth Adcock running for 106 yards and 1 touchdown. Heading to week 4, still undefeated, still number 1, definitely simming this game. I would get a notification that not only was Alisei Milivojevic Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week, but National Offensive Player of the Week as well. And we would put a whooping on that FCS school, 47-14. Alisei Milivojevic, 409 yards and 5 touchdowns. Only threw 3 incomplete passes. On the ground, 11 carries for 88 yards ain't bad. And through the air, our leading receiver was the sophomore Dalton Sheed, 11 receptions, 155 yards and a touchdown, followed by Jimmy Isaac with 104 yards and a touchdown, and then Wyatt Hook with 3 touchdowns. And I feel safe simming it against Purdue, but Purdue is known to have some upsets. We did win that game against Purdue 49-17, but I am going to jump into this matchup. USC seems to be having a pretty decent year this year, and this is a Big Ten matchup, so it's going to be exciting. On our first offensive drive, we'd be moving the ball. We made USC punt the ball away. We'd have the ball 2nd 13 at the 18-yard line. And we're going to run play action. And we got the tight end on the corner, and that's going to be a touchdown. Michigan State going up first with some points. USC's second offensive drive, they'd have 3rd and 12 at the 17. Definitely looking to pass, but we're going to get pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Big boy James Robinson, the defensive tackle. That boy's like 315 pounds. And leading up to this point, the game has been back and forth punts so far. USC 1st and 10, they just got the ball. And that's going to be play action, looking to pass. And he's going to have a receiver wide open, deep. And he catches the ball, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. USC is going to tie it up. And I'm not sure what was up with our defense there, but that DB got toasted. But we're going to run it to the left side. And Adcock's going to have a big opening, and he's going to get upfield down to the 42-yard line. And we would get the ball downfield effectively as we now have 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line. We're going to run the HB draw. He's going to take it, zigzag, and get down to the 1-yard line. And you should already know what's coming. Big Ten power football right up the middle. And he's not going to get in. So we're going to do things a little differently. We're going to run it to the outside and see if we can get the touchdown that way. But we're going to see something inside, and we're going to get pushed in for the touchdown. We're going to go up 6. And it's only going to be 6 points because I missed the extra point. USC definitely looking to score here. Less than a minute in the first half. I'm going to pass the ball, find a receiver, and he shakes a guy. But then he gets hit by the safety, and he's going to fumble it, and we are going to get the ball back. With 2 seconds left, our field goal kicker is going to try to redeem himself by kicking this one. And that one is going to be good, so we are going to go up 2 possessions now. We would punt the ball away on our first offensive drive, trying to force the same for USC, 3rd and 13. We're going to get the pressure in, and he's going to be sacked. That's James Robinson again. So the Trojan defense held us to a 4th down, but we are going to play some tricks here. Flip it to the kicker, and he's going to pass to the tight end who barely has the 1st down, but that'll be converted. It is now 1st and goal, and we are trying to score the first points in the second half. We're going to run play action, then we're just going to flip it to the running back, and he's going to dive in for the touchdown, and he gets 6. The Trojans would score one more time, but it wouldn't matter at this point. We are in victory formation. We're going to take the knee, and we are going to win this game 23-13. Milivojevic had a okay game, 17 for 25, 146 yards and 2 touchdowns. Did throw a pick, though. And then rushing stats, Seth Adcock, 13 carries for 81 yards and 1 touchdown. He was actually named player of the game. And after beating USC, we would have Illinois on the road, and we would barely win this game, 30-24. Offensively, it looked like a pretty clean game. Milivojevic threw for 234 yards and 2 touchdowns. And running the ball, not the best it's ever been, but Adcock did have 1 touchdown, and then another one of our backs had another one on the ground. And through the air, Dalton Sheed did lead the team with yards, 73, and then had 2 touchdowns as well. Following that game, we'd have a home game against Minnesota, and Larry Drake would be named Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week with 4 sacks and then 10 tackles. We would win that game 28-14. And Milivojevic, he would throw for 247 yards and 2 touchdowns. And not a lot going on the ground game, but our running back and quarterback would have over 100 yards combined. And then our tight end leading the team in reception yards with 108 yards and 1 touchdown, and we did have 2 other receivers that got touchdowns as well. Our next game would be on the road against Maryland, and we would win that game 31-23, but in the CFP polls, we are behind Iowa and Wisconsin and NC State, and they all have 1 loss, and we are undefeated. But now this week is going to be a big matchup against Michigan as we're both top 25 teams battling it out for the Big Ten. And this game is going to be at Michigan Stadium. But even if we do lose this game, we would still have a winning record, so we're not going to lose this challenge. We would get the ball to start the game, and on our first possession, we are driving the ball downfield. It'll be 1st and 10, play action, and then we see someone that's our tight end, butt naked, in for the touchdown. We're going to get first points. Michigan on their first possession, driving the ball. Quarterback's going to throw a quick pass, and that's going to be intercepted by Jalen Thompson, and he has no one in front of him. He's going to take that back for a touchdown. Michigan State is going to go up 2 possessions. The Wolverines coming out on their first play after that interception, 1st and 10 from the 25. They're going to run it to the left side, and the running back is going to shake somebody, and then he is going to be gone. They are not too happy about going down by 2 possessions, so they are going to just be down by 1 now. Start of the second quarter, we're going to have a 4th and 3, but we are going to be aggressive and go for it here. We're just going to run a play action, and then the quarterback trying to get it off, but it's going to be too short. So 3rd and goal, we're trying to hold the Wolverines from getting any points here. Hopefully force a turnover. They are looking to pass. We're going to get the pressure in there, and we're going to sack the quarterback, and they're going to have to take a field goal. And this kick will, hold on, wait for it, go up, and it's going to be good. So now we're just going to be up by 4. We would punt the ball away in our last drive, and now Michigan is going to have the ball 1st and 10 on the 35. And they're going to run it to the right side of the field, and their running back is going to be loose, and he is going to get in for a touchdown, and then the Wolverines are going to take the lead. And with a minute to go in the second quarter, we're trying to score, but we're stuck on a 4th and 5. We are going to go for it, even though we did not convert on the first one, and we're not going to get out of there. We're going to get sacked, and we're going to turn the ball over. So Michigan would push the ball downfield, but we would keep them out of the end zone, and they're just going to take this field goal to end the half, and that's going to be good. So going into halftime, the score is going to be 20-14, Michigan. We would force the Wolverines to punt on their first possession of the second half, and now we'd have the ball 3rd and 11, looking to pass. We're going to find the drag, and that's going to be complete for a big gain. Dalton Sheed is going to have some more yards, and he's going to be pushed out right before the 25-yard line. Same drive, but we'd have the ball down at the 7-yard line. 3rd and 2, we have the power back in, run through the middle, and he's going to be in for a touchdown. If we make this field goal, we will go up by 1. Wolverines moving the ball downfield again. It's 3rd and 6. My defense needs to make a stop so we can get him off the field. Quarterback's going to roll out, and he is going to get to the outside, and he's going to have some room, and he's going to shake a tackle, and he's going to be down at the 2-yard line. So Michigan tried to do play action. We would get a sack, and here they're just going to run it this time, and that is going to be in for a touchdown. And apparently they are going for 2 here to make this a 7-point ball game. And they're going to run the option, and he's going to pitch it out to the running back, and he's going to be in. So the Wolverine defense would hold us, and we would really have no other option but to go for it on 4th and 17. We're going to throw a pass over the middle, and that's going to be intercepted. So just over a minute left. Michigan is going for it on 4th and 2. If we can make a stop, we could possibly come back and try to win this game. They're just killing the clock. Man in motion. And they're going to run the sweep to the right side, and he's going to have a hole, and he is going to be in for the touchdown. Unfortunately, that is going to be the nail in the coffin. So the Michigan Wolverines would hand Michigan State their first loss this season. And a lot of it is due to the running back, who was player of the game, ran for 220 yards and 3 touchdowns. And Milivojevic didn't have his best game, throwing for 106 yards, 1 touchdown, and then 1 interception. And running the ball was decent, 13 carries for 74 yards, but because of the sacks, Milivojevic had negative 21 yards. And losing that game would push us back in the polls, of course, but here we have a top 25 Big Ten matchup against Iowa this week. Ultimately, we would win this matchup 30-20. The Hawkeyes just couldn't hang with us. And Milivojevic, not his best performance because of the 1 interception, but he did throw for 274 yards and 2 touchdowns. And running the ball, Seth Adcock went for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was player of the game. And on the receiving end, Jimmy Isaac had 96 yards and 1 touchdown. And then Austin Clay had 2 receptions for 40 yards and a touchdown as well. And then last week of Big Ten play, another top 25 matchup. against the Oregon Ducks. By the second quarter, we are going to be up 7-0, looking to score again on third and goal. We're going to throw it to the tight end, and he is going to be in for the touchdown, and we will go up 14-0. Since scoring our last touchdown, the score would now be 17-10. 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter, and Oregon's trying to tie the ball game. They're going to pass it over the middle, and that's going to be intercepted by our linebacker, and that is going to be game over. And with that, we will get this win and probably get an invite to the Big Ten Championship. So definitely not a great game for Milivojevic because he threw for 2 interceptions but 2 touchdowns. And then running the ball, Seth Adcock, 15 for 76. No touchdowns though. And here it is, the invite to the Big Ten Championship against Wisconsin. And they are the ones that knocked us out of the playoffs last year. And here we are, the Big Ten Championship game, hoping to get some revenge on Wisconsin. On our first possession, we get the ball down to the red zone, and we're going to run play action. And we have the tight end open on the left side, and he's going to catch the ball down at the 1 yard line. Our running back would get held up at the line on first and goal, so we're going to run a toss to the left side, and Adcock is going to be able to get this one in. Michigan State draws first blood. And Wisconsin was able to get the ball down to our side of the field fast. First and 10, this one's going to be a run to the right side, and he's going to have a lot of wide open room, missed tackles, and touchdown. That's going to tie it up. And on our second possession now in the second quarter, we're going to be playing it very aggressively, going for it on fourth and 10. And we're going to be passing, and we're going to have a receiver on the right side, and he's going to catch it, and that is going to be the freshman, Jamichael Dunham, with a big play. The Badgers would score on their next drive, tying the game. So now we're looking to pass right over the middle to Dalton Sheehan. He's going to have a big gain, outrunning that defender, and he's going to be knocked out inside the 10-yard line. But the Badger defense would hold strong, and we're going to kick a field goal. But it's actually going to be a fake field goal. The quarterback is going to throw it, but he doesn't have enough time. It's going to be a turnover on downs. And fortunately, the Badgers wouldn't have enough time to get anything started, so the score is going to be 14-14 at the half, but they do get the ball after halftime. And the Badgers offense will come out to the field, first and 10 from the 19-yard line. First play is going to be a pass, and it's going to be intercepted by the middle linebacker, Jeremiah Peppers, and he's going to be down at the 2-yard line. They just gifted us the ball right there. And this close to the goal line, you already know what it's time for. Big Ten football right down the middle. Touchdown. Michigan State goes up. So the Badgers would get a field goal, and we would end up punting on the ball, but they're going to pass right here on 2nd and 2, and he's going to have no one in front of him. That tight end is going to take that for the lead, and now we're looking like we might be in some danger here. And we are playing really aggressive here in the fourth quarter, 4th and 2. Quarterback's going to throw a drag to the tight end over the middle, and he has the first down, and he's getting some more, but he's going to be taken down a little after the 50-yard line. And we take a big sack, making it 4th and 14, but we're going to go for it again, and we're going to throw a corner to the tight end, and he's going to catch the ball and hang on to it for the first down. So far, our offense has been lucky and has been making some pretty big plays, and we're going to run it through the middle, and Seth is going to fumble the ball and give it back to Wisconsin. Fortunately, we would stop Wisconsin. They would punt the ball away, but now there's less than 2 minutes left to go in the game, and we're going to be looking to pass it. We have Jimmy Isaac on the left side, and he's going to make the catch and then get out of bounds. And we have a big third down play here coming up. 3rd and 9, 1:10 left. And quarterback is going to look and got the tight end on the corner, and he's going to take it for some more, and he's going to be down at the 3-yard line. We tried to run it in on 1st and goal, and that didn't work. 30 seconds left. Play action, pass to the tight end, and that's going to be caught. Touchdown in the last 30 seconds of the game. This could be the end of it. And that would be the end of it. We would win the Big Ten championship game 28-24 in a dramatic fashion. And then Milivojevic, 373 yards, 2 touchdowns, 90% completion, player of the game right there. And after that win, we would have the first round bye along with Middle Tennessee State, Kansas State, and then Miami. Wisconsin would make it in. They'd be the number 6 seed, and they would be playing Oklahoma State. And moving ahead in the week, we would find out we would be playing Texas Tech in the quarterfinal game. And I'm pretty sure it's the Rose Bowl again that we'll be playing in. This is the second year in a row. And before jumping into our next playoff game, uh, Ohio State would obliterate USF. Ole Miss would get the win over TCU, and then Wisconsin would get the pretty big win over Oklahoma State. And here we are back at the Rose Bowl. This year, our opponent is Texas Tech. We didn't make it past this round last time because of Wisconsin, but this year we are on different sides of the bracket. And to start this game, we'd come out swinging and moving the ball pretty well, but now we're stuck on a 3rd and 4. Looking to pass, tight end on the zig, and he's going to have the first down and some more. Shaking tackles and getting down just outside the 5-yard line. So now 1st and goal on the 6-yard line, thinking we should show Texas Tech how we get down in the Big Ten. We're going to run it right up the middle. Seth Adcock going to be in for the Michigan State touchdown. And after a big sack, it'd be 3rd and 17 for Texas Tech. And they're going to drop back, and he's going to get sacked again. He's going to fumble the ball, and our big boy, he's going to pick it up, and he's going to run. He can make it all the way, but oh no, I dived. I meant to celebrate, and I dove. Oof. And that dive was obviously a mistake because instead of getting 6, we're only getting 3. And that's good. God, I feel like a dummy. Texas Tech would try to go for it on 4th down, but they would not convert. So now we have the ball at the 27, halfback draw to the right side, and Seth Adcock's not even going to be touched, and he is going to get into the end zone. And this game is getting out of hand real quick. And this game would stay out of hand as we're going to win 31-14. And here we go, making it past the quarterfinals and to the semifinals for the first time in this rebuild. And we only have one more goal to accomplish, and that's to win the Natty. And the passing game was on point today as Milivojevic threw 196 yards and 1 touchdown. And then running the ball, Seth Adcock, man, 15 carries for 113 yards and then 2 touchdowns. And then Milivojevic with 1 rushing touchdown of his own. But Seth Adcock was player of the game. And then receiving the ball, Austin Clay led with 4 receptions for 73 yards and then 1 touchdown, followed by Adcock for 38 yards, and then Wyatt Hook 3 for 29, and Dalton Sheed 2 for 24, and then Jimmy Isaac with just 1 reception for 10 yards. Oh, and then the other tight end, Tobias Busby, had 1 for 14 yards. Seth Adcock would get National Offensive Player of the Week. And simming ahead, and there we go. We will be playing Ohio State in the semifinals. A Big Ten matchup in the playoffs. Gotta love it. And here we go with the semifinals. This is actually going to be the number 1 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes versus the number 2 ranked Michigan State Spartans. And I'm almost surprised this wasn't the Big Ten matchup or the Big Ten championship game. But I guess at that time, Wisconsin had the better record over Ohio State. The whole first quarter would go without any points, so this is a pretty slow start to the game. We have it 3rd and 9 here. Quick pass to the tight end, and he's going to have the first down and some more, and he's going to be down at the 4-yard line. And now, since we have 1st and goal, it's looking like we might get the first points. And we're going to run it to the left side, and our halfback is going to have the room for the touchdown, and we are going to go up first. And now Ohio State would have a first down to our defense committing a face mask penalty, but they're going to be looking to pass, looking to rebuttal, and that's going to be a catch, and he's going to be in for the touchdown. What a catch, and what a touchdown. So we would punt the ball away, and with just a minute to go in the half, Ohio State's going to be looking to score quick, and they got the receiver, and he's got some room to run, and that's going to be a touchdown, and they are going to go up. With just 7 seconds left, we have to move the ball quick if we want to get anything. We're going to have time, and we're going to pass it deep, and that is going to be caught, but we have to take a timeout real quick. All we're going to get is a field goal out of this drive. But any points are good points at this point. The kick is going to be up, and that's going to be good. Going into halftime, the score will be 14-10, Buckeyes up. So the Buckeyes would get ball at half, and they're looking to run the hurry up and then switch things up. and they're looking to pass, and he's going to have someone open on the left side, and that's going to be a touchdown. Oh my goodness. They are going to go up 21-10. So up to this point, things have not been looking good, but we're going to have a second and goal in the red zone, and we're going to roll to our right, and see some open room, and we're going to just run it in, close this deficit just a little bit. And at the start of the fourth quarter, it's going to be third and goal. The Buckeyes trying to go up 2 possessions, but our defense is going to hold strong, and we're going to make a stop here. They're just going to have to kick the field goal, and it will be a 1 possession game still. And with this possession, we've been real surgical. So we're going to have first and 10 at the 10-yard line. We're going to pass it to the running back, and he's going to get loose for a touchdown. And that's going to tie this game up. And with just a little over 2 minutes left, a big 3rd and 13 for our defense. And we're going to get the pressure in, and he's going to get sacked. And they are going to have to punt this one away. All right, this is it. Under 2 minutes left. This is the money drive to go to the Natty. Milivojevic looking to pass. He's going to have the slant. That's Dalton Sheed, and he's off. And oh, what a move! And he's going to be down at the 25-yard line. And so we get the ball down inside the 15-yard line, and we're just looking to run the clock here. RPO to the outside, and that's just going to be down at the 10. And this field goal right here is going to be for the lead and possibly the win. And it's up, and it's going to be good. Now we just have to hold the Ohio State offense. So under a minute left, they have a 3rd and 10. Only at the 17-yard line looking to pass. We're going to get the pressure, and that's going to be incomplete. Just have to hold them one more time. And this is going to be one of the biggest plays of the game. This is to go to the Natty. Ohio State looking. We got the pressure, and that's going to be another incomplete pass. We are going to win this game. We line up victory formation, take the knee. We are going to go to the national championship game. And Milivojevic would be player of the game, 277 yards and 1 touchdown. And then running the ball, Seth Adcock, 12 carries for 75 yards. Milivojevic and Byler had the only rushing touchdowns. And then receiving the ball, Dalton Sheed going off, 4 receptions, 89 yards. And then our sophomore tight end, Busby, 56 yards. And then Seth Adcock did have 1 receiving touchdown. This will be it. Kansas State versus Michigan State in the Natty. And there it is, the national championship trophy, and this is what we've been working towards for 5 years now, and we are finally here. And I'm loving the presentation of this, from the jerseys to the field. Yeah, EA, there's some bugs that need to be fixed, but overall, this is a really good job presenting the college football playoffs and the college game in general. On the first drive of the game, Kansas State offense would just be knifing up our defense, and they're going to have first and goal, and they're going to be running play action, throws to the end zone, and that's going to be caught. Kansas State will go up first in the Natty. On our first drive of the game, we're going to be trying to rebuttal against the points Kansas State just got. Milivojevic looking, goes to his right, tries to get to the outside, but he's going to get hit and fumble the ball out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9 and needing to convert. We want to get some points on this first drive. Dropping back. We got the tight end on the corner. That's going to be caught, and he is going to be shaken free, and he is going to be in for the touchdown, and we are going to tie this game. And finally, our defense would find an answer to this K-State offense. 3rd and 5. Getting pressure in there, and we're going to get the sack. That's going to be the sophomore DeMarcus Fayad with the big sack. We've made it down inside the 20-yard line, but another 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. Got the drag, and that's going to be to Dalton Sheed, and he's going to be down inside the 5-yard line. And if you've been watching, you already know what's going to happen. We got the power back in right up the middle, and he's going to score a touchdown, and we're going to go up 1 possession. We would make the Wildcats punt the ball, and now we're looking to capitalize. And we're going to run the ball to the right side, and Adcock's got a seam up the middle, and he's going to take it for a big gain. And because we just ran the ball pretty effectively, we're going to try to hit him with some play action here. And then we're going to throw it on the out, but that is going to be intercepted. Our quarterback making the first mistake of this game, and we are going to push him out around midfield. Kansas State would score a field goal after that interception, but our offense is back out there, and we're going to try to get something going this time, run another play action. We have our tight end wide open, and he's going to take it for a big gain cross midfield and get pushed out. And now we'd have 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line, looking to run it to the left side of the field. Adcock has some blockers, and he has the edge, but he doesn't have the speed, but he gets pushed out of bounds at the 21-yard line. With just over a minute to go in the first half, we'd have ourselves 3rd and goal from the 1 yard, and you already know, Big Ten power football, and that's going to be our running back, his 2nd touchdown of the day. 39 seconds left in the half, and Kansas State is looking like they're going to get into the end zone. We're going to have them 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass, and that's going to be intercepted, tackled quickly, and they aren't going to get points before half. We would manage to get in field goal range right before halftime, and that kick is good, and we are going to be up 14 points now. We would get the ball after half, and we'd be making a drive down the field. We're going to be at the 29. We're going to pass it to the running back in the flat, and it's going to be intercepted. This corner is going to have nothing but green grass ahead of him, and he is going to score a touchdown. That is not how he wanted to start this half. And after that awful pick six, our 2 freshman wide receivers are down there to return the ball. That's going to be JT President. He's going to take it, and he's going to find a hole in some open room, and he is going to be gone. This is going to be my first kick return for a touchdown, and that's the freshman JT President. And so we've managed to keep our 14-point lead, but here Kansas State's going to run it to the right side, and oh my gosh, he had all the necessary blockers, and we are not going to be fast enough to catch him. That's going to be a big touchdown run right there. I feel like this game so far has been blow for blow. Teams just exchanging scores right here. Here we're going to run it to the right side, and we're going to have some good blocks, get the first down, make a move, get some more yards, and we're going to be down at the 27. And after that play, we're going to go to a play we've had in the well for a while, going to be the wide receiver reverse. And there it is. That's Jermichael Dunham with some room, some good blocks, and that's going to be it. He's going to be in for a touchdown, and we are going to push this lead even further. Kansas State is still in this game. They are not going away, but that's expected. This is the natty right here. And they're going to do a quick pass to the flat, and he's going to have some yards, and he's going to get obliterated by the safety. Oh, my goodness. And we are going to pick that ball up. Capitalizing on that turnover and trying to put this game out of reach. We're going to run play action. Hope they bite. And we have a receiver that's going to be Dalton Sheed, and he is going to be gone. We are going to go up by even more. We are dominating this natty. So now in the fourth quarter, Kansas State is down 3 possessions, and they need to score some points fast if they want to stay in it. Quarterback has tons of time, and he's going to make the pass, and it's going to be caught, and that is going to be exposed coverage, and that wide receiver is going to be in, so they are going to close the gap, but it might just be too late, hopefully. So at this point, we're just trying to run the ball and milk some clock. We're going to hand it off to the left side. Adcock take it for a first down, but he's going to be hit from behind and fumble the ball and give the ball back. This is exactly what we didn't need. He was having such a good game up until that point. Now within 2 minutes, but as expected, Kansas State has been moving the ball. And they're going to pass it to the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. They are now within 1 possession of this game. And we are so close. If we could just get one more first down, we can kill the clock. So we're going to run play action, make them think we're running, but we're not. Pass it to the tight end. He's going to have it. Oh, he bobbled it, but then he's going to get the first down, and that is going to be it. We are going to line up victory formation and take the win. And there you have it. We have won the Natty with Michigan State University, and we have finally done what they haven't been able to do since 1965. And we did it with a quarterback that is actually on the roster, Alessio Milivojevic, Michigan State. If you see this, please someone let me know if I'm getting that name right, because I haven't known this whole rebuild. But anyways, if you like this video, please like, subscribe. Let me know if you want more rebuilds or more content like this. But until then, because we just won the Natty, it's cigar time.